Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of NFL Dynasty Picks for Week 5, coming off of Week 4, a wild Week 4 with a lot of close games, a lot of games that teams came back on, a lot of BS games you asked me, but I'm not going to talk about that until possibly later. And we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about our first game of the week, which is the New Orleans Saints visiting the Carolina Panthers. Phil is going to start us off with telling us what he thinks.
It's going to be a shootout, surprisingly, but I got New Orleans winning this game.
Yeah, I see you going to Alex Week 1 with the explanations there.
Yeah.
But New Orleans, okay. Yeah, now you. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is my fault. We have a special guest, Rhonda, who's Phil's wife. She wanted to sit in, give a female's perspective on the football games this week. Let's see what she's going to do. She's new to this. She did not aware what's going on, but this is the part where you explain why you necessarily thought that pick was pretty good.
No, I thought that it was interesting considering that he's a Carolina Panthers fan. And he chose against his own team.
It's going to be a good game. I just don't have Carolina pulling it out. Too much offense.
And I said before, Cam Newton's a beast, but
the rest of the team needs to beast up.
I don't think he's going to match up with Drew Brees' offense.
I think numbers he's going to match up. It's just that the rest of the team needs to show up. I mean, I'm glad it was a D'Angelo Williams sighting last week, so hopefully we can have something that looks remotely like that. But I don't think they have enough to pull out the win. So I'm going to New Orleans.
Well, I actually agree with you. I'm going to New Orleans because I think New Orleans is going to win the game. It's going to be a sad day for
It's kind of harsh. I think Carolina's going to give a competition. I think Carolina's a little engine and could of most NFL teams. They usually give a lot of competition out there. They don't go down silently. However, unfortunately, most of the time they go down. And they are going to go down to New Orleans Saints on Sunday pretty badly, but not too badly. So that's my pick. Not too bad. It could be worse.
I think it might be an upsetter, but I'm still going with New Orleans because I wouldn't be surprised if they won, if Carolina won. But yeah, I'm still going to go with New Orleans over there.
I got to go with New Orleans. They're going to dominate offensively, and Carolina offensively just doesn't have what it takes to score points. And
Can I ask a question with that? You just said that Carolina doesn't have what it takes offensively. They're like
the fourth-rated offense.
Incorrect. They're third-rated offense in NFL.
Fourth-rated offense in yards, but what is their ranking in points?
They're up there too. I don't have the
They're in the
exact
top
number,
10.
but they're in there.
Top 10.
Cam Newton's been on fire. Like I said, they give competition out there. They just can't compete.
Right.
You're like your brother actually going to a club. You know what I'm saying? He has the will, but he usually doesn't make it out there.
I don't see Carolina. I think New Orleans can easily score 40-plus points, in which case Carolina will have trouble scoring even 30. So
Only it's number 2.
no, they're not going to win this game.
Okay. All right, well, everybody pick New Orleans. Let's see what you have to pick later. If you want to join, just comment below or send something down to facebook.com/ToTheDynasty. All right. First thing we're going to talk about in less detail: Oakland versus Houston. Where we have Joe, Alex, myself picking Houston, and Phil and Rhonda, the married couple, being an oddball out, and they're going to Oakland. Maybe they're going to take a second honeymoon there. Kansas City and Indianapolis. This is another split one. This time, Joel and Rhonda are going to go with the Chiefs, where myself, Alex, and Phil are going to go with the Indianapolis Colts to pick up their first victory. The next thing we're going to talk about is the dynamic Philadelphia Eagles versus the Buffalo Bills, who just lost their first game.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone catch that Phillies game? You know, they came back, won the game last night.
Phillies?
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Phillies?
Yeah, they did pretty well last night.
They're going to the World Series.
I know, but they came back and it was kind of surprising last night.
That's nice.
We're talking about the Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Oh, you're picking Buffalo.
Yes, I'm picking Buffalo.
You just insulted
Okay, I
my.
didn't-
Well, at least you gave my city some
Yes.
credit. Okay. Well, not my city. I'm completely unbiased.
Yeah.
Well, I'm picking Buffalo because Buffalo has done some amazing things this season thus far, and I think they're going to continue to do it, especially considering that Philadelphia is being very disappointing to their fans and people who pick them.
Well, the Bills have had a great season. They were undefeated until last week, but all good things have to come to an end. And what a good thing for Buffalo is they had that undefeated streak. What a good thing for you is that Philadelphia has been in no contendership for the NFC East title until this week. Philadelphia needs to make a comeback. They're going to start it with this game here. They're going to defeat the Buffalo Bills, and they're going to go on to Washington next week and defeat them. So you might as well go ahead and put that in the video for next week. But Philly's going to pick up a victory against the Buffalo Bills this week, and that's my pick against you two.
True fans have
The dynamic
they have in Jesus.
Philadelphia Eagles, the dream team.
Good old knee slapper.
Good old knee slapper, Buffalo.
Well, I'm going with Philadelphia because Buffalo is going to show their true colors as they did against Cincinnati last week. And yeah, Philly. Let's get it.
Alright.
Get it.
I'm a little worried because Joe picked the Eagles, and I'd rather him not pick my team. So now I'm a little worried, but I'm glad you decided to come around to the good side. All right, Cincinnati Bengals. Just talked about them. They're actually going to Jacksonville next week, and Joel, Alex, Phil, and Rhonda picked Jacksonville. I have a little bit of faith in the Cincinnati Bengals for once in my life. I think they can upset the Jacksonville Jaguars next week. Arizona travels to Minnesota in a battle of two great quarterbacks that came from a great city, great football team. Arizona versus Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota is picked by Joel and myself, where Alex, Phil, and Rhonda picked Arizona. The Jets and the Patriots, AFC East rivals. Last year was a little bit of a closeness there, but this year I'm not exactly so sure. Phil, what do you think?
I'm not digging into this either. Someone forgot to tell Mark Sanchez to be Mark Sanchez this season. He's almost been like an AFC Tony Romo. What happened to the run game? Where's Sean Green? Where is LaDainian Tomlinson? Let's go. Too much offense. I'm going with New England.
Before I say
Too much offense, not enough defense.
respect the star, okay?
Really?
From now on, respect the star. That bit about Tony Romo and Sanchez is unnecessary.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
let's get back to
They're both nice.
Now that's out of the way. I'm going with New England.
Okay, that was nice. I'm going to have to go with New England too. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. New England Patriots, New York Jets.
Precisely.
Tom Brady, Mark Sanchez. Actually, I'm going to go in a little bit more detail. You said Mark Sanchez is not acting like Mark Sanchez. I think he is acting like Mark Sanchez. I never saw he was that good a quarterback anyway. And this is going to prove it this Sunday.
Okay, but their philosophy
Jets-
got them the two consecutive
Jets-
AFC championship games the last 2 years.
They lost.
I don't see.
The
They lost,
Jets-
but they got there.
They
I don't
got
see them
there
getting
because they
there.
have other players on their team that can help them benefit their team and take them to the said AFC championship.
All the more
But
reason
who
what we
screws
say,
it up every
where-
single time?
where are they
Mark
this season?
Sanchez.
Where's Sean Green this season?
And during the off season, they're going to say, "Where's Mark Sanchez this off season? Oh, he's on the free agent line." Go ahead.
Wow.
Okay.
I doubt it.
That's
I will let him go. I will let him go.
of course you would.
Yeah, you would.
Most people would.
I got the Jets winning this one. Like I said, they played tough against New England. It don't matter how hard, how bad they are, but they played tough. And I don't think the defense is gonna step up. Like I said, all that offense and no defense. And I got the Jets winning this one. Just like the Jets eliminated New England that season on the playoffs. So I got the same game like that one.
Need more so saying the people that showed up last season, they're not here this season.
Yeah, but they're gonna step up this season.
I hope so. I need some more
This
interesting
game,
games.
they're gonna step
I need
up
some more
this game.
interesting games from the Jets.
Okay, I officially think that Alex is insane. This is my gimme pick of the week. New England will dominate the Jets. Tom Brady is in the zone right now.
Everybody's
And,
gonna dominate Whoever you say is gonna win is gonna dominate. Apparently, that's what you're saying. Everybody you picked, you said they're gonna dominate the opposite team.
Well, I mean, I picked some games that we haven't talked about yet. But New Orleans is definitely going to dominate Carolina. Philly is going to. Did I say Philly was going to dominate Buffalo?
Yeah, you did.
Well, you should.
I don't think I said that, but
Yeah.
Excuse me, I think you should. And let me tell you something, and this is coming from someone who's just a big football fan, just watches football, not someone who's a Philadelphia Eagle fan, because I'm not. Okay? I'm just letting you know that the Philadelphia Eagles will dominate the Buffalo Bills.
okay. Thank you for that wonderful lecture. But back to the Jets at New England. New England. This is the give me pick of the
It's
week.
gonna destroy the Jets. That's what he's saying.
Basically, I mean the Jets have no identity.
Remember
don't know who
this.
they are. They
Remember this
They
next
were
week.
despicable against Baltimore, and
Remember this
it's going to
next
continue.
week.
It's going to continue. New England.
Alright,
I'm going to put it out there by at least 3 touchdowns.
Alex, you're the odd man out that one, and you're.
Ouch.
Tom Brady will have the second perfect game of his career as far as passing rating in this game.
Okay.
So,
so
you're the odd man out. You picked
he's
Jets.
going on that on his own. I'm thinking Baltimore's defense is just that outcrap on the level by themselves. New Jersey. The Jets are going to have a game. They're just not going to win. There's no, we don't have any domination in it.
There you have it.
It's gonna be a close game.
Alright, the Seattle Seahawks, defending divisional champions, are going to travel to the New York Giants. And Alex thinks the Seattle Seahawks are going to win. Everybody else at the table with brain cells have decided the New York Giants are going to defeat the Seattle Seahawks, but let's see how that goes, because
11-5.
I actually have faith in Seattle trying to turn their season around, so hopefully I'll be rooting for the Seattle Seahawks. Tennessee and Pittsburgh. Tennessee travels to Pittsburgh. Everybody has picking the Pittsburgh Steelers, the defending AFC champions, to defeat the Tennessee Titans coming on Sunday. Alright?
Very unnecessary.
So, there we go with that. Pittsburgh over Tennessee. Smart choice. Number 1 defense in the NFL. Possible future Super Bowl champions. Anyway, Green Bay is going to Atlanta, the Georgia Dome. This last season ago, I think this game would have been very interesting. What do you think about this?
Remember he said Pittsburgh and Philly at the Super Bowl at the beginning of the picks. Remember that.
I haven't retracted that.
You should.
I haven't retracted that.
We'll give him to the trade deadline to retract that. Yeah, this would have been an interesting game last season. I think Falcons being a victim of giving away too much for Julio Jones didn't really load up during the draft when they had a chance. Going with Green Bay.
Going Green Bay? Versus Atlanta.
Green Bay.
Wow, that was great. Do you have any reasoning for that?
Their quarterback.
What's the quarterback's name?
Very funny. Aaron Rodgers.
What's Atlanta's quarterback?
Oh, I don't care. Okay, I've been rooting for Aaron Rodgers ever since that asshole Favre was going back and forth on whether or not he was going to retire.
First name.
This right here is the real dream team right here. Green Bay. They're just unstoppable. Offensively, defensively, they're just an all-around team. I got Green Bay winning this one.
Hey,
Exactly.
now that Alex has skipped me, I can give you my personal opinion.
I mean, you
know,
were taken for it.
I mean,
so,
yeah, that's fine. All of a sudden, Alex has become a Green Bay Packer fan, become a believer. And why? Because the Packers have been going out there and they have been proving why they are the Super Bowl champions. They're showing that in order for another team to say they're number 1, they have to go through them. They are the current world champions by fluke last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But they are currently the world champions, and right now it doesn't look like there's that many teams that are better than them. And they're going to show you again this week because unfortunately they're playing an incapable Atlanta Falcons whose most memorable victory is against coming back against Philadelphia Eagles because Michael Vick was injured. So this week I'm going to go with Green Bay.
Lots of SAT words.
Green Bay is going to win this game big time.
Dominating.
They're going to dominate by 15 touchdowns.
Aaron Rodgers, I've been watching Green Bay over the last 2 weeks, and I must put it down now that Aaron Rodgers is, I'm not going to say he's the best quarterback in the league, but he is the most talented quarterback and gifted quarterback that I have ever seen throwing the football.
Yeah.
I disagree. Hold up. You talking about in life? You gonna put Aaron Rodgers over Peyton Manning?
Yes.
That's a strong statement right there.
Yeah. Peyton Manning.
That's a strong
Peyton
statement.
Manning is a great quarterback who works really hard, as well as Tom Brady as well. I think Tom Brady is a little less talented than Peyton Manning, but as similar to Peyton Manning, they work really hard to become what they are. But watching Aaron Rodgers throw the football, it's like, what's the word? I don't even know what word to give it. It's like magic.
Yeah.
Magical.
You know what?
Yeah, it's like
you should definitely apply for a job for Fox because you're like greasing him all up, just like those commentators do every time I watch a Green Bay Packer game. Okay, it's absolutely ridiculous. Now Aaron Rodgers is definitely one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. I'm not going to deny it. He might be number.
He's helped by the system.
Yeah, he is. He might even be number 3, but yeah, he's helped by the system. But to sit here and say he's better than Peyton Manning, I think it's a little too early to say that. I mean, time will tell. He's definitely out there doing some incredible stuff that I even looked at last year and was like, wow, that's amazing. If we sit here and we put other quarterbacks in there, Drew Brees is still, really up there. Phillip Rivers, to a certain extent, as far as to watch him play, Michael Vick is okay.
Okay, he's better than Vic.
Okay, he's better than Vic. I can name 20 quarterbacks better than Vic, but Michael Vick, the way Michael Vick throws the ball sometimes is pretty amazing. I mean, those balls are beautiful.
Yeah, he just throws the ball.
Once again,
hold on, let's put what I said in perspective. I did not say that he is the best quarterback overall. I said that I did not say he has put the work in to be, although I think he has put the work in to be one of the best quarterbacks, or has proven as much as other quarterbacks have over their career. But watching him throw the football, as far as talent-wise, against Chicago, I saw him throw a pass to Jermichael Finley to the back of the end zone. That was absolutely unreal. I don't even know how that ball was not even. The receiver was not open at all.
It's perfect. It's like, it's amazing.
His skills.
I'm glad I'm not sitting in front of you. Matthew Stafford threw a lot of good balls last week against.
I agree. Matthew Stafford is also a very talented thrower of the ball, but he hasn't really proven anything yet.
Aaron Rodgers is all of it.
Aaron Rodgers, when I saw him throw that pass to Jermichael Finley in the back of the end zone, like I almost fainted. I mean, it was wow.
Yeah, that's powerfully homosexual.
He's really accurate.
One thing I have to say about this season, as opposed to I hate to say 10 years ago, there are a lot of tremendous quarterbacks out there. A lot of tremendous quarterbacks. Unfortunately, Mark Sanchez is not one of them. But one thing we can agree on is that Green Bay is going to beat Atlanta this week. Mark Sanchez does have it.
He showed flashes. He just had to hit that.
But Mark Sanchez, Tony Romo, not helping right now. Green Bay dominating Atlanta next week, or whatever, as he said. Okay. San Diego travels to Denver next week, and pretty much everybody agrees on that. San Diego's going to win. There's another great quarterback out there. And Tampa Bay goes to San Francisco, and everybody but Alex picks Tampa Bay to defeat the San Francisco 49ers and go 4-1. Monday Night Football game, last game we're going to talk about is Chicago Bears traveling to the Detroit Lions.
I'm still trying to find 10 people who would have expected Detroit to be as good as they were this season. I'm still trying to figure out where they came from. Like, where the hell was this team?
Yeah,
like, it's the same staff. This is the same staff last season. Like, everything just all of a sudden clicked.
Stafford's healthy.
Stafford's healthy. True. Hey, it just shows you what one person can do. I'm going to go with Detroit.
It's a quarterback league, man.
It is. I mean, you see the Colts not doing anything without Peyton Manning.
If you saw
one
that
person
game,
does different.
Curtis Painter did amazing for what someone expected no one to do.
But you remember when Palomalo got hurt in Pittsburgh and they just lost like 2 or 3 games in a row or something?
Okay, yeah, I believe there's players out there.
There's
how Bob
one
Sanders
player
was for the Indianapolis defense, how Palomalo was for the Steelers.
Yeah.
How Osmawal was for Oakland's defense until he went to Philly and hasn't had an interception yet. Oh, yeah, that one. But,
Well, I think that's a strange comparison, but only because Oakland doesn't win games. So.
Yeah, they're 2-2 now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying in the last few years with Nnamdi Asomugha, they didn't win games with Nnamdi Asomugha.
Oklahoma made the playoffs.
Pittsburgh won.
It's
You gotta look
not
at Buffalo too.
Hold
I mean,
hold that thought. Thank you. Yes. Hot.
take charge.
Exactly. I'm going with Detroit because I am shocked by what they've been doing. And
What had they been doing?
well, for one, they beat my team.
That was an
They beat your team, that was shocking.
Oh yeah, there's,
I mean,
there's no
what?
bias.
It wasn't an amazing
There's
game.
there's no bias
It's
here.
just Tony Romo just threw the game away. For real. You know.
Literally.
I'm wondering if
Yeah.
anyone else found vindication in what Bobby Carpenter did against his old team in Dallas. They let him go because he just wasn't cutting it,
You are.
and then he
not
runs an interception back for a touchdown against his old team.
What exactly is a start?
It's alright.
You are not respecting the star right now. We don't, I don't know if you watched any
No.
the football picture
The
week
star-
1, 2, 3, and 4,
No.
but we are
Arrogant.
unbiased here. We don't talk about
That's
it.
a lot.
We are
That's a lot.
unbiased.
Please stay.
Nobody has a team here.
Could you please say which team?
Even though he's better than I did, right?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, it's
This holds my,
has a
this holds my key.
Pittsburgh Steelers key trade.
Chicago
No, I'm talking about for the Detroit.
and Detroit. I mean, I think this is a no-brainer, really. Unfortunately, Chicago has squeaked by the games that they have won, and they will cardboard the games that they have lost. Jay Cutler still doesn't, and it's like a few other teams, unfortunately, out there, does not have protection he needs to win a game, and he's not going to get against Detroit at home. So I'm going to have to go with Detroit to win this Monday Night Football game.
All I gotta say is Calvin Johnson is a monster.
Detroit, don't kick it to Devin Hester.
That's all you got. As long as you don't do that, you'll be alright. I got Detroit winning this one.
Will Detroit come?
No, they will not. Actually,
Chicago's gonna dominate.
Chicago will be the upset pick of the week. I think they're better than what they've shown. They need to keep pace in the NFC North. Detroit has come up lucky in the last couple of weeks. Well, I'm not gonna say lucky, but
Third against
huh?
Chicago's third against behind two undefeated teams.
All right.
Just say. And
Yeah,
they need the offensive line.
So as I said, they need to keep pace with, in the NFC North. They need to get back on track, so they can try to make the playoffs. So they're just gonna pull this one out. I have nothing to bring up to say that.
Bye week.
So it's noticeably the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Detroit and the Packers are both trying to stay undefeated until they face each other in week 8. Do you really think they can do it?
No,
Do you think either team, one team can do it, or do you think,
I think one team.
Green
I think one team
Green
will
Bay,
do it.
Green Bay
Yeah,
can't
I
do it.
think
I don't
Green
think they will. They had it.
I think they will.
I don't see. It's just too soon for Detroit.
I mean, I just gotta see who their schedule is. But I mean, I think Green Bay could go undefeated.
Detroit,
I think they're gonna 6 and. Stretcher said they're going 7-1. I think they'll end up
6-2.
Detroit has pulled out some very impressive comebacks in the last couple of weeks,
Yeah.
but they've been comebacks for a reason. So, teams aren't going to let them back in games so many times, and this is the week that Chicago will get on track. As they were NFC North champions last year, and I'm not going to say that they're going to be NFC North champions this year, but they need to get back into the group again.
I'm gonna say this. I know we don't have any Detroit fans looking at us. The only way Chicago gets in this game is if Julius Peppers injured Matt Stafford.
well, I actually have 2 friends in Detroit who are probably watching this right now. So that's pretty funny. And hello Courtney and hello Jovan. But let me explain real quickly that we've been past a quarter of the season so far. Okay? It's been impressive. Alright? Some surprise teams out there, one of which is Detroit. Alright, I ruled out Detroit for crap earlier this season.
I was their only believer first quarter of the season.
And you've been right. And unfortunately, you're going to be wrong when you pick the Buffalo Bills over the Philadelphia Eagles. Alright? So, that's that. Join us next week. Pick against us. See who wins. I can tell you right now, Phil is leading us. I'm dead last. That's going to last. Like I said, it's only been a quarter. We thank you once again for watching us. Catch you on week
11
6.
11 and 5 last week.